It's the Real Spill Podcast.
And I'm your host, Mark Santana.
And it's your girl, Shanti.
This your dog Trav.
James Jeremy, Sauve Smooth.
Definitely, man. We got a
Living
real
legend.
Yeah.
legend. Hey, you gotta say definitely a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta address both because you know what I'm saying. I don't like. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got
Appreciate it.
James Jeremy here, aka Sauve Smooth, the Great. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna take every show when we do this, bro. We like take a shot at the beginning before we start.
Okay.
Loosen us up. You know what I'm saying? You can take a shot too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna toast.
I got the big shot over here.
Wait, you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Yeah, we gonna toast. We gonna toast to the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been on an amazing journey, and we gonna learn about it today. So we
Ooh,
gonna
I
toast
like
about
that
the
one.
journey.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, like toast.
All right. Y'all drinking Avion today?
Avion. And you know what's so crazy? You know 1800 my drink. That's what he on right now. And I try to be different and they ain't get 1800 tonight.
Don't Jeezy be sponsoring Avion?
I
know he
rap,
was.
He
I
rapped
don't
about
know
it.
if he
You know what
still
I'm saying?
is. I know he
I
was.
think they had a little partnership, but I know he not no owner. or
Shit
nothing.
kind of smooth though.
Yeah.
All right, now, okay, so we gonna start off like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, every book you gotta start off at the beginning. You can't just jump in the book. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, you can't just jump in the book in the middle and really fully understand that book. So you know what I'm saying? I really want to first ask you, like, okay, you know, when I first heard of you, you know what I'm saying, you was heavy on the music scene. Like you couldn't go nowhere and they wasn't playing your song. Like it was impossible. And that was back then, I feel like when Palm Beach County was like a real dope club spot. You know what I'm saying? That's when people from down south used to come up here.
Club Chances.
Nah, it go back farther than that.
Yeah.
It go back farther than that.
Way further.
Yeah, it go back farther than that. It go back way farther than that.
The Tunnel,
Notre Dame, yeah. Then TKO,
Yeah.
Club Flirts, all them little days.
definitely.
Like
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Even
So
Sugar Daddies.
Yeah.
you know that's a pioneer club. That always.
Yeah.
So what made you get into wanting to make music? Like,
You know, it was always like a little hobby, you know what I mean? A little hobby type of thing or whatever. School freestyling, all that type of.
Oh, you were one of them
crap
types.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Freestyling, all that type of stuff, and I can't even lie, man. You know, I started trying to take it serious, and it was just something that kind of took off, you know what I mean? And then when Triple J first came out, he had to deal with Def Jam, and that's what let everybody that was doing music realize that, nigga, this is real.
Yeah.
This,
Facts.
you know what I mean? You could really do this, you know what I'm saying? I think when Nat was announced that Trip had his little deal with Def Jam, I think, it was about the year after that. That was when my first single broke. The year after he called his deal, then my single broke the next year. Yeah.
so
Pussy
you can
nigga,
say,
don't know me.
so you can say he had a major influence in.
Oh, most definitely.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
That's crazy because I never knew that. So that's a new I just learned today. That's deep.
That's dope.
And
That's dope.
And back then, I don't know everybody know the history or whatever, but you know what I mean, me, all my peoples, you know, we all from downtown.
Yeah,
Trip, all his peoples, they from the Raw.
definitely.
So I think I was probably like 17, 16. No, I'm straight. And when I was coming out, a lot of the OGs, you know, they ain't really want us really bumping Trip music like that because they was beefing with the Raw.
Yeah, I remember
real
that.
heavy. They was
Downtown
beefing
versus the
with
Raw. A long time too.
Yeah, for many years, bro.
Yeah, a long
many
time.
years.
This is the
You know
first
what
time I'm
saying?
hearing about this. Like I knew about the Gangsters and Thugs.
Yeah.
And you was like Triple J, Sauve Smooth. Like rappers like that, they was the well-known rappers around Palm Beach. Like,
They were the celebrities.
yeah, basically, yeah, like the
Celebrities,
celebrities.
yeah.
J-Mob, shit like that.
Nah, they weren't on their level, but shout out to them boys.
Yeah, they wasn't on
Now,
that
what's
level.
the raw? Because y'all know I don't know. What's the raw?
Though. Revere Beach.
That's a term that Trip came out with. You know what I mean? Revere Beach.
Yeah.
He created that term.
Oh,
the Raw,
that's what I
Raw
mean.
Veer.
Raw Vera. They call it
Raw
Raw
Vera
Vera.
Value
Dang, I
One.
never, as long as I lived, I never heard, but I don't be knowing shit. But yeah.
But with me, I ended up getting expelled from high school, and I ended up having to go to school in the Raw. That's how it happened for me. And I was in R.J. Henley. I met my little homeboy, little Jeff McCoy. He was from Moore Heights. You know what I'm saying? And these were people that was ops to the niggas that I grew up around and stuff like that. But when I went to going to school with these niggas, I realized, man, I was more like these niggas than I was to my own people. You know what I mean? I was just as wild, as loose as these niggas.
It
so
be like that sometimes.
He introduced me to Triple J. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. my boy Jeff McCoy. And he introduced me to him in his music. And I was like, damn, shit. You know, I really fuck with this nigga shit, man. And he inspired me, bro. I can't even lie. He inspired me to take my craft to the next level. And then I think like a year after he really broke through and popped through, then that gave me, you know what I mean, that inspiration to take my shit to the next level. And then mine popped off with the Pussy Nigga You Don't Know Me.
Yeah. Dog,
And then and my bad. And then we finally met. We finally met, and it was all love, bro. A lot of the niggas he was fucking with, you know what I'm saying, on the streets and shit, man. I realized a lot of these niggas was niggas that knew me already, bro, since I was a jit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we always been family ever since we first met, bro. You know what I mean? And that put an end to a lot of all that bullshit that was going on back then. I think me and him being cool pretty much killed a lot of that downtown
Closed a lot of gates.
shit.
Closed a lot of gates, definitely.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, because I remember that. Them times were wild. That's when we were like, murder capital and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people getting killed heavy, man. It was crazy around that time.
But the club scene was packed though.
Oh yeah,
everything.
Them damn dogs, the tunnel, some dumber, man.
I used to love the tunnel. I ain't gonna lie, I used to love the tunnel. You don't even know about the tunnel.
The skating ring, the palace,
and what?
That's way though.
Studio X, they don't know nothing about Studio X.
Yeah, I don't know about Studio X. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
Like, so when you started getting that buzz right, and you started taking off with Pussy Nigga You Don't Know Me, you know what I'm saying? Like. How that made you feel? Like,
I didn't even think it was real. I can't even lie to you, bro. I remember we was promoting it so hard because we didn't have social media. We didn't have that luxury of just, okay, we just gonna post this online and yada yada yada. We had to print flyers. I had to make T-shirts and you know what I mean. Posters.
It was harder back there. Marketing.
We had
and our CDs.
I remember
the hustle.
I remember, man, going to D Swab back in the days, having him print up them posters, and we had to jump out on every street corner from downtown, Boynton, Seacrest, all the hoods, and putting them posters up there with my picture image. And then we come back the next day, and the city workers don't tore them all down and shit like that. And then we got to print some more and get back out there and grind them bitches out. And then we hit the football games. I think the football games was what really made my music break.
That's a good tactic, though.
Yeah.
It was the kids will always play the music.
It was the high school.
Saturday, the football game, or it's Friday, or the
high school football games. And then I didn't know it was working. I just happened to, we had the club on Commanders in Awesome Dharma. I went in there. And we was, you know, hustling the DJs, working the DJs, trying to get them to push the music. And he played it one day, and I seen a bunch of niggas just bopping around. I'm saying, okay, these niggas, they got to be from downtown. These niggas I know. So I went over and stood by them, and all them niggas just stopped and started mugging me. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? And that's when I knew the song broke. Cause they didn't know who I was.
They didn't know who you were. They just liked the song.
That's crazy.
Because
that's crazy.
I didn't know what it was supposed to feel like. You know what I'm saying? And they dropped, hold on, pussy nigga, you don't know me. And when I stood by them niggas and with the vibing with them, and all them niggas stopped, I was like, oh shit, damn, this shit done took off on its own. Yeah,
people know the song before they know the artist.
Yeah, they ain't know who I was. Yeah. And then that's when I walked off. I'm like, oh shit, this bitch done broke.
Well, you really gotta say that. You can't really say that because some songs that's not good. People know the artist before they know the song.
Yeah, like, I was about to say, but if it's a bop, it's a bop.
Like for example, the Panda song, he made like 100. He had hundreds of millions of views before he even made a video. Yeah. Before people ever seen him, and that was something like that. So
that's true.
So like, do you think like if social media was popping how it was now, you would have had a easier going success basically?
I think about that a lot, bro. Honestly, I don't know, man. One thing I do know for sure is timing is everything.
That's real.
I think that
real.
When that song dropped, when Pussy Nigga You Don't Know Me dropped or whatever, the sample I used was a song called Clear. And this is another story in its own. Any of the old heads, they know the song Clear or whatever. Yeah. I grew up off that song. Every time we had a family reunion, R.I.P., DJ Chocolate Chip, he always came to our family reunion and DJ'd. And I don't know PC Tweezy personally, but I just found out that was his daddy.
Wow.
I didn't know
Small
that.
World.
I didn't know that was his daddy, but his daddy.
It's the real
His daddy always DJ at our family reunions, DJ Chocolate Chip. And that was the main song he dropped. He dropped that clear.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, it's so ironic because you and Trip used that beat.
Yeah, bro.
I think Trip used it after you though.
Nah, that shit happened at the same time, bro.
Wow.
It happened at the exact same
Wow,
time.
hey, this is a good.
And we didn't even know each other.
Wow.
And yeah, like I said, I get it from Chocolate Chip, playing it at my family reunion. So I grew up off of it. And I say, man, the first time I get a chance to use it the right way, I'm gonna use that. And I dropped it and used it. I remember when I recorded it in the studio, it was me, my brother, a nigga named AJ that's from the Raw.
Yeah.
And as soon as I dropped it, and AJ was there, AJ, he from the Raw. He be around Trip, shout to all them niggas there. He was like, damn, Trip just dropped one on that same beat, bro. And both of y'all niggas shit hard, bro. I'm gonna let him know. It happened just like that. And that's how I know I ain't copy off him, he ain't copy off me, because one of his niggas was in the studio with me the day I dropped that.
Both y'all songs is fire in a different type of way. In a different
Mind of attraction.
Yeah. It's like if y'all hear the songs right, I don't know if y'all heard the two, but like if you hear the two, they're two different songs and they both find their own way.
Two people who took two perspectives at this one beat.
Yeah, that's why I say timing.
Definitely two perspectives.
It's just timing. And then Missy Elliott, I think she stole it, bro. Now Missy Elliott bit off us with that shit. She used the same sample, but it was just the timing.
It definitely was after y'all.
But it just so happened, bro. I remember people was calling me and they was like, man, you won't even believe this shit, bro. Every time we try to book Lil Jon, when we call Lil Jon, the first thing we hear is, hold on, pussy nigga, you don't know me, on his answer machine. Back then, people used to put songs on their answer machine.
Yeah. Wow.
He had that song. He didn't know who I was. I guess he just liked it, the song.
Yeah, that tag, basically.
Wow.
Hold on, pussy nigga, you don't know me. But he had my song on his voice calls. When they called him to book his shows, they heard me.
That spins.
So they thought I was with them niggas. They thought I was with Lil Jon, bro. Yeah, and that's how I ended up getting shows booked in Atlanta and stuff like that. They thought I was with TNT Records or something, but I kept trying to link with them, but I couldn't get no contact with them though. With Lil Jon.
Man.
You know what's crazy about this story? Because y'all mentioned social media. I feel like if social media was like a big thing back then, even though right now this is a feel good story, it wouldn't have been a feel good story because social media like to pin people against each. If y'all would have, like you said, y'all came with that beat at the same time, y'all both sampled the song, it would have been something like, nah, I did this. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to put, that's what I'm saying. But back then, it was like, music just came and you vibe to it. But now it's different. It's not like that.
Yeah, they try to benefit off a lot of that bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
We benefited off unity, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. None of us had beef with none of us, bro. I remember I used to hit the road and go up to Tallahassee, and people knew about Palm Beach and stuff, but they didn't really know about us as like a music scene like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the people who did, they might know Trip more than they knew me, or they might know me, my name or whatever, or they might know about 21 Reese or whatever. But they'll step to me and they be like, okay, you from Palm Beach, where Trip from? And I'll be like, yeah, man. And I tell them, man, that nigga getting ready to drop something new. I was always going hard promoting Trip shit. You know what I mean? If I was there and the nigga asked me about Reese, I was up there promoting 21 Reese shit, real heavy, bootleg, all them boys. I was always going hard for them because once you get outside the city, they don't know about no downtown and the raw and all that shit. They think it's all one. All they know about is Palm Beach, bro. Yeah. And that's how I came up with that song. Pussy nigga, I'm from Palm Beach. I remember when I was in the club in the Moon.
In Orlando, right?
Nah, that's Tallahassee.
At
the Moon. Okay. And the DJ, he was like, well, y'all, come on, represent y'all town. And all them niggas saying, Duval. Because most of the niggas up there, they be from Jacksonville. Yeah. But nigga, we had the whole club in there. This before I even came out with the song Palm Beach. I'm talking about this before the song even was even written. I ain't even write the song. We was just in there saying that, and we had the whole club in there screaming Palm Beach. I don't even think them niggas even knew. Half them niggas knew where Palm Beach was from, but a lot of them niggas be up there from college.
It was an era where it was like Sauve Smooth music was getting spent everywhere.
Yeah, bro. But every time a nigga was in the building, you know what I mean, up there at the Moon, because we did a lot of promotion up there at the Moon. The story behind the Moon is that it was the nigga TJ's DJs. I don't know, a lot of people know about him, but he had a record pool meeting. He's TJ's DJs. He's B.O.B. manager.
Yeah, I ain't heard about him in a long time.
Yeah, well, the game don't change right now. He in the industry. He's still managing B.O.B., T-Pain, and another artist out of Tallahassee. The dude that make that what is that? One Time for the Birthday chick. I forgot that nigga name.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot his name, but everybody done heard that song.
What's his name?
I can't remember his name off the top.
Yeah, but
of my
I know
head.
the song.
Man, everybody in the world heard that song. I think.
Yeah,
I think he's from
everybody heard that
Jacksonville.
song.
I think he's from Jacksonville. But
I think so.
Females turn up when they hear that song. Oh,
yeah, but
real.
that's his.
Hell yeah, I almost got up just there.
Yeah, and he do good. He do good managing them. He told me shit. That song, from tracking it, I think he said that song is played somewhere around the world every 60 seconds or some shit like that.
Wow.
So they get a good check off that one song. Yeah, man, they do.
I believe it because
so that's what TJ
anytime
doing
it's your
right now.
birthday anywhere, they're gonna play that song for a girl.
Like that Trick Daddy song, "It's My Dog Birthday."
Yeah.
But
I think that's more street than his. His more commercial, so that's why they have his and Dubai, all everywhere. Commercials, all kind of shit.
But I gotta address this song, right? Like, Pussy Nigga, You Don't Know Me ain't really my favorite one. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to get the name wrong. Just correct me if I'm wrong. But they be fucking. Man, I love that song, bro. Dog, man, listen, man, because I always got a system in my car. And back then, I used to jam that shit all the time, man.
Yeah.
Man, I used to jam that shit, man. Man, I used to jam that. Just know I used to jam that shit. Little mama, I want to get to know you. So what is your number? I've been club hopping from Nostradamus back to the tunnel just to find someone. Man, I know that shit word for word.
Boy.
Man, I know that shit word for word, man. I used to really jam to that, man.
And
I
remember when I recorded that shit, man. I figured, a lot of motherfuckers might not like it. Some people might do like it, but it's just like I ain't even give a damn, bro.
I liked that song.
I ain't care if they liked that shit or not. I was gonna drop this bitch. I dropped it. Man, we pushed it. It was really Raylo them that really helped break it. DJ Daddy Fats and them, they took it on to X1023, and it grew legs and it broke, bro. It really broke, man.
Dog. That's classic, right?
I was hearing that on Local Love.
Yeah.
I was hearing that on Local Love a lot.
Shout out to my boy DJ Daddy Fats, bro. Cause man, we was fighting with X1023. Damn, we was fighting with them so hard, bro. Trying to get them to take us serious, man. And at the time, they program directors and stuff. They kept stressing that Palm Beach it's not a music market and blah 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 and all this type of shit.
So they be blackballing like that.
It was at one point, but now it's like it's more local love now.
You just got certain individuals, bro, that see the world the way they see the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you got other people that see, okay, this is a new market. You know what I mean? Let's get behind this. But then you got some people that feel like, okay, markets are places like Atlanta, New York. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit like
Palm
that.
Beach ain't no marketplace.
They notice in South Florida though. Period. They notice in South
Florida. It's getting there, but it's still a lot of work.
Because everybody don't stick together like you said.
Exactly.
I was just gonna say
everybody don't.
Florida mentality. Period. Like if you get out of Florida, you go to Atlanta or something like that. All them artists up there, even if they beefing with each other, where they fucking with each other, whatever, they still on some level pushing the same agenda.
They all pushing one artist, like Lil Baby.
Yeah, they pushing the same agenda, bro.
Other, really.
You know what I mean? The make it collectively and represent where they from.
And if he make it, he gonna pull all us up.
They doing their shows. They letting all Atlanta artists come on the road with them. Like everybody getting a check.
Yeah,
together.
man.
That's how
if you listen to a lot of their stories, their background stories, man. How Lil Baby ended up just staying at I think one of the Migos them apartment and all that type of shit like that. Like
they be cousins and brothers.
They make this shit way more easy. Like us, man, we really had to grind, bro. We really had to go through hell on earth, man. We came in the game, bro, spending 100 bands, man, on this shit, bro. Yeah. Like for real.
Damn.
Like back then.
Yeah, for real.
And if the club ain't,
I can believe it. I can believe it.
If the club ain't fucking with it, then they ain't fucking with the music. That's how you know you really got a song that broke. when they like the strippers be like, oh, play this song when I want to go up and dance.
And bro had multiple. You had multiple songs playing in the club, heavy rotation.
Yeah, man. But
I still feel like they still can play your songs in the club, and they still look like.
Yeah, none of that shit wasn't easy, bro. It wasn't easy, man.
You made it look easy though, so that's a good thing about it. You made it look easy though, real talk.
I remember the year before I even broke, man. We was promoting this. They used to have this thing called the E-Mix Show Magazine Awards. It was something like what TJ doing, but more on a scale for like New York rappers and DJs and shit like that. And I remember we was promoting in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Benzino was there. I was there. That when Benzino was that nigga when he had
Benzino.
When he had Source Magazine. And he was a real nigga. That's what fucked my head up, because a lot of niggas ain't real niggas in the music industry. But Benzino was a real nigga, man. That's back when Jacob the Jeweler, had
and that's so crazy I hear about the internet down him so much now.
Yeah, but he was a solid nigga. I mean, I was there chopping it up with Benzino. I met Jam Master Jay. That was a week before he got shot and killed.
Oh, you did? Wow, that's dope.
That's real dope.
Timberland.
I would have loved to meet.
I chopped it up with Timberland, chopped it up with Touche from Slip and Slide Records. Eminem, 50 Cent was there, but at that time they had him in some kind of protective custody thing because he had just had the attempt on his life. This was 2002 I'm talking about now.
Oh, this is real.
Yeah. And me and Trina, we was on the same plane. And she was aware of who I was and stuff like that, but we didn't try to like, you know what I mean? Because she was a female. Off rip, they gonna think a nigga trying to holler and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll say that. I'm a woman, but that's.
But you would have treated Trap would have went hard as fuck, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This is a story behind the reason why I brought that up, because like I say, I was there. We was chopping it up with Touche, and that's 2002. What They Do came out 2003, right?
Yeah.
It broke. They wanted to buy the record because they already knew who a nigga was, but they wanted to buy it. They wanted to buy What They Do for Trina and have her come behind it and I guess flip it in a way for females or whatever. But they wanted that record bad. But they didn't want to spend that much money for the record. You know what I'm saying? So it was another group, I think what they called themselves, the Addicts or something like that. They was down with X1023. What was his name? He was a DJ there. His name was Menace. He used to be with X1023 all the time. They sold Trina their song because they had a song bumping at the same time What They Do came out. And I don't remember the name of their song, but Trina did take it and she flipped it because she couldn't buy What They Do, but she bought their song instead. Wow. And she came out with the song, I Got a Big Round Ass Like the Sun. They from Palm Beach, the niggas who wrote that song.
Oh,
they
wait a minute. You putting us up on game.
The name of their group was called...
Press the button.
You gotta press the button. You wanna press the button.
Yeah, the name...
That's crazy.
Yeah, the name of their group was called...
He said that stuff I wasn't even thinking we go hear. Like,
the name of their group was called The Addicts. I know DJ Daddy Fats know about it. What was them boys' name? The Babalu Bad Boys. They used to be real tight with them.
I definitely remember the Babalu Bad Boys off the rip.
Definitely remember them.
Yeah, they was tight with them. The Addicts, that was one whole clique.
They were locked in.
So when they couldn't buy What They Do, they stepped to Babalu Bad Boys them and they bought the Addict song instead. They were like, man, Palm Beach them. But Palm Beach always had a history of being talented and creative and having and having the music. Is just when you got major cities like Miami and shit like that, they got more of the connects. So they'll buy our songs, take the credit, and just, fuck Sauve Smooth. This Trina song. Trina the one that came out with that.
Yeah.
And then her and Missy was tight and they was fucking and shit. So, fuck pussy nigga, you don't know me. I'll take that beat and then I'm gonna make it like we did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
it's always been like that. So we always had to fight real hard, man, to really. We ain't had time to beef with each other, bro, because it was all about putting more energy and trying to get this shit that we all trying to do so we all can be successful. You feel me? We had to put more energy into that.
Yeah. Power in numbers.
I was finna say, like, I see you used to have the wicks.
Yeah.
Why you chopped them?
My shit had got so heavy, bro, that I started thinning. At the top, my shit started thinning. Because every time I used to wash my hair, that shit used to have me thinning. Yeah. And then the nigga used to be stressing and all that shit. I thought I was going bald, but as soon as I chopped that shit, my hair grew back.
They can reattach them if you kept them.
Yeah, but shit.
He probably outgrew that.
Yeah, nigga don't mature and all that type of shit, yeah.
So I'm saying, okay, like, right. I see you done, like, you've been on like a real journey. Like, you've been a lot of places. Like, let the people know that watch this that don't know you. Like, well, like, name some places you've been. I know the list long, but if you can remember everywhere. Let us know everywhere you done been at.
And your favorite place that you visit.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get to that. I just want to know.
Bro, I should have wrote this down. Okay, I'm gonna try to go off the fly. I know I'm gonna forget some.
Well, can you start? I know you can't remember everything, but kind of start at where it kind of you started from.
Okay.
Like, cause I know you've been to a lot of places, but I know like when you first started, like really, really traveling. Like, where did you start going first?
Even that, but give me a second. I'm gonna break it all down.
All right. I just want to know, like, you know,
the majority of the Caribbean, of course. You know, my peoples or whatever on my mom and them side, they all from the Bahamas. So of course the Bahamas. I done been to Haiti. I done been to Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Honduras, Belize, Mexico. So many different times. Let's see, South America. I went to Peru. I done been to Colombia. South Africa a couple of different times. I done been over to KwaZulu-Natal with the Zulus. I learned a lot from the Zulu tribe over there. I've been to Cape Town. Cape Town is gorgeous. Been to Egypt, Cairo, Egypt. I was there at the Great Pyramids. I done been to Wiltshire, England. That's where I visited Stonehenge. Amsterdam, I was over there really I did that as a multi-trip. Just to elevate my mind or whatever. You'll be surprised. I'm gonna try to just breeze through all this shit, but
Yeah.
But with Amsterdam, they got the coffee shots, but they also got the mushroom shots too. A lot of people don't know about that too.
I was gonna talk to you about that.
Yeah,
I was gonna talk to you about that.
We're gonna get back to that later though. Let me breeze through. I don't been to Switzerland.
Wow.
Let me stop for a minute. Places that have lots of mountains. A lot of those mountains contain high levels of quartz crystal. A lot of those people that live in that area around all that quartz crystal that's contained within those mountains are already at a higher state of consciousness. And they already drinking, a lot of those people, they drink the natural water that come off those mountains. The water that we get.
Mineral water.
Exactly. I didn't never know the importance of it until I started traveling out like that and actually having the chance to taste the real mineral water. But those minerals, it helps decalcify the pineal gland. I'm gonna put it like that. So I was in Switzerland. My favorite author and mentor is a guy named Billy Meyer. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts that his group Figu that they made.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
Billy Meyer.
Billy Meyer, okay. Yeah. Anybody get a chance to look up Billy Meyer,
definitely.
his story on the Billy Meyer context. He lived in a place called Schmidt-Rudi, Switzerland. I went out there to visit him and his people, and it was beautiful, bro. It was breathtaking to be around the nature, the environment. It was amazing. Anyways, I've been to China 3 different times. I've been to Shanghai, China, Beijing, China, Guangzhou, China.
Wow.
I've been to Indonesia. That's Bali, Indonesia. What I'm forgetting? Sri Lanka. I've been to Sri Lanka.
I wish I could forget.
I've been to Sri Lanka, man. I studied Hinduism. Always been a fan of Hinduism. With Hinduism, I'm just going to touch on it briefly. You got the main 3 characters of Hinduism: Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. Vishnu had his avatars. The 7th avatar is Siddhartha Gautama, which we call the Buddha. And one of the avatars is also named Rama, where you have the story of the Ramayana that took place in Sri Lanka. So that was the reason why I went to Sri Lanka, to visit the actual place where all that took place there. And that was just amazing too. I went to Cambodia, a place called Angkor Wat, Cambodia. That's the largest temple on the planet.
Wow.
Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Wow. It was recently rediscovered, probably somewhere around the 18th century or something like that. I'm just gonna go deep into it, bro. A lot of those temples at those places, the locals don't feel they was built by normal human beings like us. Definitely not from our civilization. They feel like they was built by people that came from the stars. So I went there because
That's deep. I really believe that.
It's a pyramid that's there called Kokar in Cambodia. And I actually went to Cambodia just to visit Angkor Wat. But when I was telling the local guides what I wanted to do and why I came, he told me that I heard there was a pyramid there, but the pyramid he took me to wasn't the one I heard about. It was like 5 times bigger than the one I heard about.
Wow.
And
Real pyramid.
A real one. And nobody was there. And nobody was there visiting it because nobody knew about it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just me and him. I got a video of it too. I'm walking all over this thing and I see this carving of this half human, half lion type of person that was like a god to them or whatever. Hand carved. Yeah, man. And it was amazing. It was amazing, bro. They let me, again, nobody really know about this stuff. So it's another temple called Bang Malay. You can try to Google search this stuff. When I went to Bang Malay Temple, it was only me and probably like 2 or 3 other people there. Those 2 or 3 other people, they most likely were archaeologists doing research studies. They had a security officer there that was supposed to keep people from entering this temple. You can't go inside of it. The reason why is because it's ancient ruins. They don't even know how old they are. Some of them, they might be anywhere from, they believe 5,000, some believe 12,000 years old. All they do know is that it predates the Bible, it predates the Quran. Yeah. So he saw I was interested. I kept asking him questions about it. He said, you know what? You want to go in there, don't you? I said, hell yeah, I want to go in there. He said, you throw me a tip, I'll take you in there right now.
Wow.
I threw him like $20.
For real?
I threw him $20. He took me, we had to climb up to the top of the roof because it was all the entrances to it was all blocked off, and we had to jump down into it, and man, it was...
Jump that.
Yeah.
You an adventurous.
He was on his Indiana Jones.
It was some
Man,
real
I'm trying to
life
say, that's some Indiana
Jones type shit, man. It was in Cambodia. But
I mean, you ain't have no fear doing that?
For real. What if you seen like a whole bunch of gold down there?
Well, the thing is, I ain't know I was gonna have to do all that. But once I gave him that money, and then he said, "Let's go," I couldn't turn back.
It made the trip even worth it. Like you feel me?
I understand,
couldn't turn
but
back, man. I had to do it.
I feel like my nerves just. I would have did it.
I was a little nervous.
I would have did it, but I would have been shook as fuck.
Listen, what he told me. He said another reason why they don't want people in here is because they went to war with Vietnam. And when they went to war with Vietnam, their general at the time had buried a whole bunch of landmines around the area. And they don't know exactly where they are.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So he said, come with me. I'm going to show you the path that I take. That way you don't blow up and die. So I was like, nigga, let's go. I saw a couple snakes.
Now I don't know. I probably would have been scared then, boy. You gotta take this
say some shit like. But I think if you gave him money and he was walking first,
this nigga from Palm Beach
know where to go.
This nigga from Palm Beach.
So I mean,
but man, that shit was one of the best moments of my life, and it was crazy. The craziest thing about it, it was windows and all that, but they average window sizes was like, you see how you got your, I know everybody else can't see, but how you got your little space right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's how big one of their windows was. So that will let you know how big the people who lived in those areas was.
Giants.
They was giants, bro.
Everything was big.
Oh, I believe that.
I believe in giants.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bro. Now, of course, that ain't it. I was in Thailand. I went to Bangkok, Thailand. It's a temple outside of Bangkok, Thailand called Ayutthaya. And they have their temples. A lot of their temples is built like rocket ships. Everybody always talk about, it's crazy that they chose to build this image like rocket ships thousands of years ago. They want to know what the significance is and this and that. I can't say why it is, why it's not, because you'll be surprised on this planet, man. So much knowledge, bro, has been lost. We trying to rediscover it, but it's all speculation. Nobody really know what was what, because all of the people, the original builders of it, no one even know who they were. Like I say, like the temple Angkor Wat, Cambodia, it was rediscovered in the 1800s. Nobody really know when it was really originally built. They have thoughts and what they believe it was, but they don't really know. I done been to Phuket. Thailand too, down on the south end. That's beautiful. But that was
Dang,
more,
that's how you pronounce it? Whole time I'm saying fuck it.
yeah, that's how we say
See?
it. Just like you got
See, I don't even know that. See?
yeah. Just like you got
Phuket.
just
All right.
just like you got what we call Fifi Island, but it's really pronounced PP Island. It's yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's PP Island. That's the way the Thailand local people pronounce it. It's PP.
Oh, I gotta go
we say
somewhere,
Fifi.
man. Let me book a flight somewhere. For real, dog.
Yeah.
I feel ignorant. I feel like I don't know nothing.
Yeah. I done been to Portugal. You'll be surprised, man. Especially black people. We lost all of our history, our knowledge, our culture, mostly through slavery. We don't know who the Moors were. The Moors had most of Europe in slavery. These were Africans from North Africa. They were Muslims. They lived around the northern region, mostly in Spain and Portugal. So if anybody goes to Portugal, you'll see it's a lot of castles, but they're all Moorish castles. These was castles owned and maintained by black people, by black Africans that look just like us. So, you know, I had a chance to go to Portugal. I had a chance to see the Moorish castles. It's another a Moorish scholar that was from Chicago. His name is Noble Drew Ali. If anybody get a chance, look up Noble Drew Ali if you want to learn a little bit more about Moorish history, Moorish sciences. He came about around the time when I think Farrakhan was coming out of Chicago. Chicago used to be a real epic like conscious center. So you had Noble Drew Ali, you had Master Farad Muhammad, you had Farrakhan, Malcolm X. All them boys came out of Chicago around that time. But look up Noble Drew Ali, the Moorish science temples and all that type of stuff, and you'll know more about what I'm talking about as far as about how the castles was and everything out of Portugal. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Damn, I can't believe I forgot Jerusalem, man. I done been to Jerusalem, bro. I went to Israel. I'll be talking all day long about this shit.
All right, we back.
All right. Yeah, like I was saying though, I done been to Israel. So a lot was going on right now in Israel between Israel and Palestine. Like I was saying, that's been going on since biblical times, since David and Goliath and all that type of stuff. So while I was there, it was already brewing. I was trying to go into Bethlehem, but I didn't even realize that Bethlehem is in Palestine. I ain't know that.
Wow.
So they was like, what we could do for you, we could take you up to the border and drop you off, but then we got to quickly go away. And then you can call us, and then we'll meet you at a certain point and pick you. I'm like, I ain't gonna do no shit like that.
Wow.
The fuck you think about? But I didn't know, like, see, with black people, we really good anywhere around the world. You know what I'm saying?
So it ain't what people think though. People
It ain't. Nah, hell
ain't
no.
more racist than other places.
Nah, bro. Like shit. When I was in Switzerland, I got lost over there, bro, and it was a white woman that luckily spoke a little bit of English because a lot of people over there speak German, and I was able to talk to her. She gave me a ride and took me over to Schmidt Rudy, over to the town where they don't even really have a lot of internet and all that type of shit. She was able to drive me over there when I got lost.
Y'all don't really got internet like that over there?
They do, but it's certain places that's real rural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even South Africa like that too. But back to Israel. I didn't get a chance to go into Bethlehem. Bethlehem was in Palestine, and the Jews and the Palestinians, they never got along like that. Like they had casualties on both sides or whatever. So I did get a chance to go into Jerusalem. Now, it's so crazy, and this is how bad religion has made it. You got Christianity, you got Judaism, and you got Islam, right? All three of that is happening right there in Jerusalem. So the Jews, they got what's called the Western Wall. Some people call it the Wailing Wall. It's like this wall in Jerusalem that's used to be a part of King Solomon's temple. The Jews, they go there, and I don't know if you ever seen it on National Geographic or the History Channel. They go there and they bob their head and pray and cry and slap against the wall or whatever. And then the Muslims, they have the Dome of the Rock, Temple Mount Jerusalem. That's this big temple with this blue top or whatever. It's real beautiful and gorgeous. Only Muslims are allowed to go inside there. If you're not a Muslim, like they really be sitting out there with AK-47s and assault rifles and everything. So I said, you know what? I'm finna go to both of them. So I went to the Western Wall. They was looking at me like, boy, nigga, you try some shit over here, nigga, we gonna be on your ass. And then I left there, and then I went to Temple Mount. So I went there, they say, are you even a Muslim? Wow. That's what they said to me. I said, of course I'm a Muslim. That's what I told them. And I was ready, bro, for whatever came with that. Because I was going to go and see the Dome of the Rock. Now, for people that don't know the history of the Dome of the Rock of Temple Mount Jerusalem, that's the place where they say in the Bible that Jesus chased out the moneylenders, where he threw over the tables or whatever, and the moneylenders was gambling. That's where that happened. Wow. For the Quran, that's the place where the Prophet Muhammad ascended into heaven with the angel Jibril. That's where that happened at. And for the Jews, that's where Abraham was getting ready to sacrifice his son, and then the angels appeared to him. That all of that happened at the exact same place. So that's the reason, I guess, why they fighting over who it really belongs to.
Who can go over there.
And that's why I always be talking and I always be saying that, religion really is messing up a lot of stuff. Because in my own personal opinion, based on my own studies, all of those three should be one book. You know what I mean? Quran, Islam, New Testament, all of that really flows together. If anybody ever thoroughly researched all three of them, they all go together.
Yeah, I did. That's what I tell people.
The people separate.
I only studied the Quran and the Bible, but never.
Yeah. The Torah is something serious
I never
too.
Even thought about reading
because out of the Torah came Kabbalah, and Kabbalah that's what they consider a mysticism, but it's actually a science. You know what I'm saying? The Kabbalistic teachings. It's a lot, bro. It get real deep. You know what I'm saying? If people break it down the right way, it's something similar to what I got to be careful with my words. People would consider like witchcraft. But what witchcraft is actually a science broken down by 5 elements: earth, wind, water, fire, and the spirit. You know what I'm saying? If once you understand these things, you can't look at them like it's evil or nothing like that. You look at it scientifically. You know what I'm saying? Because they are sciences. So if anybody ever seen that Kabbalistic diagram, it's based on those same principles. Out of that Kabbalistic diagram comes what we call the flower of life. You can also include that into the seal of Solomon. It has to do with the same principles, the foundation of sacred geometry. I wish I had like a way to like have some kind of like vision board that actually show across the screen what I'm talking about.
Everything goes.
Yeah. Because then you understand how it all flows together. Yeah. Not to forget about Dubai. I've been to Dubai. I didn't plan it purposely, but Dubai. I went to Dubai for my birthday, but I ended up going there doing Ramadan. What did I say it right? Yeah, Ramadan. My bad. I went there doing Ramadan. And I really brought that up because since we talking about the Quran or whatever. Yeah. But when I was there doing Ramadan, I heard all this stuff about Dubai, how, you turn up and this and that. Well, none of that going on during Ramadan. The whole city was closed. You can't get caught with no liquor. If you get caught with a bag of weed, you're going to prison for like 5 years. The women, they can't, they got to be completely covered up, even on the beach. I went by the beach. It was a girl out there. She was in scuba diving gear. Like Dubai don't play that shit. I don't know what they be promoting and trying to tell people whatever. I remember I went to the temple out in Abu Dhabi, to they temple mosque out there in Abu Dhabi. And I was, I be suited up when I go out the country or whatever. So if somebody see me, they gonna think I'm from there. I try to blend in as much as possible.
You definitely do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times when I be in these places, I be by myself. So I try to blend in like I'm a straight up local. So when I was there at the temple, it was a Chinese. First of all, Chinese are like the world tourists. Anywhere you go to any place, you're gonna see hundreds of Chinese people.
Yeah.
So it was these Chinese women, and they saw me, and I'm all, I got my shades on, and I'm looking like one of the flyest nigga, Arab Emirates nigga on the planet. So she was like, can we take a picture? I'm like, yeah, you can take a picture, baby. Yeah. So she came over to take a picture. I don't reach to put my arm around her, and I forgot because.
It's the Real Spill Podcast.